best lighting, guys. Awesome. Yeah, that's some good lighting. I got a swimsuit top on. Don't mind me being a hoe. Okay. Well, the first thing, I guess, if you want to start exercising and you want to start implementing like healthy lifestyle stuff, in order to tone up, you have to gain muscle. And the best way to do that is through diet. If you do it wrong, you're just going to end up gaining fat and you're going to end up not seeing any of the muscle that you want. So that's why it's important to calculate your macros. Macros are a good way to just start out simple. Diet is the simplest way to start it out. So macros include proteins, fats, and carbs. Every food is made out of either a protein, fat, or carb. I mean, alcohol is the exception. I mean, it's technically a carb, but there's no nutrients in it, so we're not going to count that. So the most important thing that you want to calculate or start calculating is your calories, because when it comes to weight loss or weight gain, you have to be in a surplus of calories, meaning you have to eat more calories than you burn in order to gain weight. And in order to lose weight, you have to burn more calories. Your body has to burn more calories than you consume. So to figure that out, how much or how many calories you burn per day is your resting metabolic rate. That's like a fancy way of saying how many calories does your body burn just by doing absolutely nothing all day, like watching Netflix and getting up to use the bathroom. Take your body weight in pounds and multiply it by 10 or 11. So multiply it by 10 if you're not exercising or you're not really athletic just in general, or multiply it by 11 if you have some sort of experience with sports and you're active. I weigh about 130 pounds, and so I'm going to multiply that by 11. So my resting metabolic rate is 1,430 calories. So if I was to do nothing all day, my resting metabolic rate would be 1,430 calories burned. There's also this thing called the thermic effect of activity. So depending on how active you are every single day, and this could be your job, this includes everything, your job, your exercises, etc. So if you're a little bit less active, you're gonna multiply that by 0.1. So that's if you're just at a desk job all day and you're doing nothing. Or you're gonna multiply that number that you just got. So for example, my 1,430 calories, on the high end of it, if you're like super active and you're exercising like 5 to 6 times per week, you're gonna multiply that by 0.2. I'm gonna go with 0.15, so 15%. Multiply 1,430, which is my number for my resting metabolic rate. I'm gonna multiply that by 0.15. So that comes out to be 214.5, which I'm just gonna round it up to 215. So I'm going to add that amount. So 1,645 calories. That's what I should be eating daily. So the 1,645 doesn't include the 10% of food digestion, which, you know, it takes energy for your food, your body to digest food. So I'm probably gonna add another 140 calories. So let's add plus 140 calories because of the energy expenditure with digestion.
5, 8, 7, 1, so
1,785, and I don't like that number because it's too complicated, so I'm just gonna put 1,800. And that's the amount of calories that I should be consuming on a daily basis, not to lose weight, but probably to maintain. I had to move the party elsewhere because the phone was getting a little bit too toasty. Yes, 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 nature. This is gonna be the fun part here, calculating the amount of protein you should be eating, the amount of carbs you should be eating, and the amount of fats you should be eating. 1 gram of protein is going to be about 4 calories. 1 gram of fat is going to be 9 calories, and 1 gram of a carb, any carb, is going to be also 4 grams. So protein, or 4 calories. What you want to do is you want to calculate protein first. In my instance, it's 130 pounds, so that's about 130 grams of protein. Multiply that by 4, you get 520 calories. So what we're going to calculate next is fats. Since fats are, a little bit more calorically dense, we don't want to do too many of them. Instead of 1 gram, we're going to take 0.25 grams. So 130 pounds times 0.25. So you take that plus the 300 calories that you got from fat, and you get, let's see here, 820 calories. 1800 minus 820 calories is 980 divided by 4 equals 245 grams of carbs. So your breakdown is 245 grams of carbs. Let's see, where did I put that? 32 grams of fat and 130 grams of protein. Isn't that wonderful how that works? And then you can multiply the 245, which is the carbs, by 4. So you multiply that by 4. And you multiply the 32 grams of fat by 9, and you multiply the 130 grams by 4. You add all those totals up, and that is your caloric daily expenditure. Yeah, just kind of stick around that for a start. I don't see a lot of girls doing this and taking it like the mathematical route, but that's my way of calculating macros. Incorporate a lot of vegetables in your diet. Make sure that you're getting enough fiber. As far as carbs go, stick to like fibrous carbs, oatmeal, fruits, vegetables, grainy breads. And I guess, yeah, those are my tips for you guys in order to start out with the simple stuff. And, training is different, but I'll get to that later. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my awesome little macro video. That's it. So, yeah. Check out my Instagram. See you guys.